Dad?
Yes, son.
Okay, I'm a little bit concerned.
Why is that, my boy?
What the hell is on the front of those police SUVs?
Oh, that's the newest humane invention that's utilized to stop would-be scumbags. You see, it gets into the tires, and then the tires lock up, and then it stops the car. See, and everyone goes home alive. It's very humane.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool that they decided to use that. It can really like stop any vehicle?
Oh yeah, son. Oh yeah. It's rated for about 75 miles an hour.
75. So wait a second. How fast is that high-powered big rig going?
About $140.
140 miles an hour? That's way past the designated maximum for that device.
I know, son. I know.
Dad, I don't think it stopped the big rig at all.
That's what the spike strips are for, son.
Wait, what?
And right there, son, you have another successful police takedown.
Dad, everyone's dead.
Yeah, son. It's another successful police takedown.
Hello, everybody, GrayStillPlays. We're back with more BeamNG.drive out here on the Matrix Freeway. It's a testing paradise. So there's a brand new wheel grabber. It's used to tangle up the rear wheels of fleeing suspect vehicles. The BeamNG police have now instituted such a device. Does it work? Yes, sometimes. Of course, they also have some spike strips up in the down the roadway there, just in case their wheel grabbers don't quite grab the wheels as firmly and snugly as they originally intended. What vehicle do the wheel grabbers work best against? We'll try a bunch of different ones, but I thought we'd start off with a good old destroyer first. Right over here in the big rig with far too much power, we have Jimmy Crack Corn. He's wanted for singing very poorly in full train cars. Let's see how he does. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The engines these police cars have in them are insane. It's the biggest I can put in there, and they have trouble keeping up with the destroyer. Like, it's legit. They can just barely make it in time. But realistically, it may hit the spike strip first. I'm not really sure. Oh no, here we go. It looks like they're coming in. We're gonna have a direct impact with the tire grabber. It's a tire grabber on tire grabber action. It doesn't look like they've done a damn thing. Everything's just kind of vehicular centipeding down the roadway, going at like 150 miles an hour. The destroyer over here gets up to about 180 is where I had it at. Now right here is where sadness and depression usually go up to about 5,000. That's because the spike strip comes out of nowhere and rips crap apart. Oh my God. I don't know what happened to the sheriff's vehicles, but they just got obliterated. That was not what the tire popper, that is not what the spike strip is supposed to do. It's not supposed to obliterate police cars. My pace car over here, unfortunately, got rear-ended by like 130 mile an hour big rig. You know what we need though? We need a dummy inside to really fully understand the level of impact that goes on here. Here we are from the police dash cam. You're gonna notice sometimes it can be quite difficult keeping up with this thing, although not right now. For some reason it just threw on the brakes, and there it is. Right there. A beautiful connection of the wheel grabber, and now a wheel grabber to grab the other wheel grabber. Everyone has been synchronized grabbed. But again, we have an issue where it totally didn't stop this vehicle. This is far too powerful. Oh my God, we're really flying now. I have a feeling when we hit the spike strip, it's gonna be bad. Like really bad. It's gonna be bad for my pace card too. I can actually picture the spike strip pleading for its life right about now. All right, so let's see exactly what happens that causes the police vehicles to go nuts. Oh, it's not really popping the tires. It is shaving the tires off. That's the issue that we're having. Oh, that potentially hurts. That's the pain and agony. Oh, rip the entire back axles off. Clean off the car. Right off the big rig. The sheriff's vehicle's not looking too good. The spike strip bent in half, which is really hard to do because the spike strip is really tough. We did manage to get almost every single tire though. So the spike strip totally did its job. How's this guy gonna do over here in the yellow car? Is he gonna live? Yep. Totally fine. Lucky him. Things are looking good. The police car is moving swiftly. Gigantic tire catchers in the front of the way. Actually, we could probably bring that other tire catcher up because it really doesn't do very much other than catch the car in front of it. We are really booking right now. All these vehicles probably right up to about 160 or so. Okay, that's your tire catch. Right there. Looking good. The tire catcher just imploded upon itself and got launched into the next stratosphere. Oh, the police cars are gonna stop, which leaves only our suspect vehicle to take on the full brunt of the spike strip. Although the tire catcher did ruin those back tires. And there goes the tires on the spike strip. It did absolutely nothing. So here's our volunteer. He's probably not super happy because, well, of that. So yeah, the suspect vehicle is definitely not at all stopped or really even slowed down that much by the tire catchers. Let's try a smaller vehicle maybe. Here we go. Convertibles seem really safe to do this in. Over here we have Tony Hawking. He's wanted for having improper black hole theories. Let's see how he does. Let me tell you, thank God they put the tire grabbers on the RSs over here, because if you want true speed, we need cars like this in order to get those tire grabbings on. Now, it's totally possible that I may need to put the suspect vehicle much closer to the police vehicles because it looks like they're having a lot of trouble keeping up. Now, I do believe that there is a spike strip momentarily up here that could be shredding the bottom portion of the car. There it goes. Yep, that's the tendrils. There's the artifact thing we all know and love. It's only a matter of time, really. There's a 50-50 chance that it's gonna come in contact with our pace car. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. And not only is it gonna come in contact with the pace car, it's going to hit it like a swinging pendulum of sorrow. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, you're gonna make me a liar, aren't you? Nope, totally not. Our poor dummy that's sitting over here in the car is about to have a real bad day. Real bad day as he wears another vehicle like a freaking hat. Somehow though, the seatbelt working very good over there. Over here, the police vehicle's now hitting the spike strip. And you can see, it doesn't really appear like that much is happening to these police vehicles. Like, they hit the spike strip and it just doesn't look that bad. Maybe it's gonna be a lot worse for this one. I don't know. On a scale of 10, I'd give that like a 4. So really, I don't think it was that bad at all. Let's put these cars closer together. And everyone's off. Inside the police car, things looking pretty good. Passing 100 miles an hour. Passing 110 miles an hour. Passing 120 miles an hour. Still haven't caught up to the suspect car. 130. Come on, baby. You can get 140 easy. You know you can. 140. Uh-huh. Come on. 150. All right, I think we just got a little bump from our buddy over there. Hopefully we can get this thing before we get to the spike strip. Nope, I don't think it's gonna happen. There's the spike strip. Oh God, we're gonna end up hitting the pace car. Oh. And something's on fire. It figures. All right, we're rolling. I think this time we may catch them. Yeah, they're starting to pick up the pace. They're getting close. Just gotta get that nose on there a little bit more. See if we can get those tires caught. Come on, baby. Shove them up in there. Come on, put it in there. Don't be so coy about it. You gotta really push it in. There it is. And the tire catcher catches a tire. It catches it real good, too. Now, let's see how safe this apprehension is. All right, right about there, the vehicle. Okay. All right. Well, just the back end there kind of got destructed. But I got to tell you, other than maybe a completely jellified arm, our suspect looks pretty good. See, he's been taken out. He's been safely apprehended. And our police cars currently look like this. So, 2 policemen for 1 suspect vehicle. And possibly one of them are okay. All right, I folded the tire catchers up. They act like little bumps, like little bumpers now. It just kind of pushes the car ahead. But let's go ahead and extend it right when we hit the vehicle. Ready? So there's a little bump. But now let's extend it and see what happens right over here. Okay, it almost appears like we caught part of the vehicle. It's trying desperately, but it was unable to get underneath the tire. We may end up getting spike stripped here in a second. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Right there. Yes. All right, we got underneath the tire. It goes flying, and then everyone ends up getting shredded by the spike strips anyway. I have a feeling that the spike strips may just be flat out better for taking out vehicles, or maybe we just need a different style of vehicle. What's more dangerous than trying to tire grab a supercar? Trying to tire grab a donut mobile with a drag racing engine in it. Right over here, we have Lloyd Widehole. He's wanted for using donut icing that's far past its expiration date. Now, Lloyd has a lot of speed and agility in this thing. It overheats super easy, but it can get up to about 160 miles an hour. I'm not even sure that the police vehicles are gonna be able to keep up. They're kind of starting to keep up, but I may have to have them closer to each other in order to catch the donut mobile. You can see the donut mobile now, just completely overheating, coming up to the spike strip, and right here is where donuts and sadness intermingle. But the question is, can the police make their way through the spike strip and possibly make use of their, nope, the spike strip is gonna delete the tires, like literally delete the tires and cause all kinds of octopus-like sadness to begin happening. Now right over here, our volunteer may have gotten a little bit of whiplash as the trunk of his vehicle is systematically put into his lap, and Lloyd over here finally coming to a stop. Never mind, his vehicle's fine and he's not going to stop at all. I guess not only the spike strip, but the tire grabbers cannot even begin to halt such a powerful donut van. Come on, police, show Lloyd who's boss. He's busy poisoning all those kids with sugar salmonella. Here we go. All right, so right there's the tire grab. The tire grab looked successful. For like the, okay, I don't know what sort of Davy Jones locker stuff's going on over here with the tire grabber. Things are looking kind of sad right now. Everyone's starting to get intermingled. Oh, Lord in heaven. Yep. The suspect's burning alive. The suspect is roasting. The suspect is now thoroughly on fire. How did it come to this? How did we go from the police finally taking down one of the most hardened donut criminals in the entire world to watching his sad, floppy body burning inside of his ridiculously supercharged vehicle? That was actually a really good takedown. I'm kind of curious if they can take this vehicle down that smoothly again. Now you can see again, one of them has their tire grabbers kind of upward. It acts as a little trampoline of sorts, just to put some bounce between it and the car in front of it. Now right over here, it's gonna pretty soon catch that rear tire. It's looking good, just kind of bumped it a little bit. There it is, bumped it again, and right there's the tire grab. A beautiful tire grab if ever I did see one. Everyone right now is in the midst of a really, really bad time. Wow, the tire grabbers really don't do anything. They busted up the tires, but other than that, the suspect vehicle is still moving. What I could call the spike strip is mostly just taking out the police. That's what it's doing. It's not destroying the suspect. It's just obliterating the police over and over again. So I was curious about what would happen if we used the tire grabber from the... What the hell was that? What happened to my freaking tire grabber? It's inside of my engine. I wanted to see what would happen if we used the tire grabber from the front, and now I think it's gonna be really, really sad. Yep, there goes the donut. Wow, the donut is really getting some distance. That's the kind of distance you don't see too often. Well, I guess frontward facing tire grabber, not really the best object in the universe. We are gonna grab some tires over here. Oh, we're gonna break the game. All right, we're trying this again, but this time we have the tire grabber legitimately out in front of us. Again, I think at this speed, all that's gonna happen is they're going to hit each other very, very hard. But I mean, I guess you never really know. So here we go. What do you think? You think the tires got grabbed right before the entire system broke? Maybe if we put the tire grabber up, it'll deflect the suspect vehicle. Yeah. Maybe that's what'll happen. Hold on, let's go ahead and throw on the old red and blues over here. Now, we probably need to slow down substantially. Because I think when these two meet, it causes time and space ripples to form in such a magnificent way that it ruins most of the physics of the game. Right over there, yeah, you can see the tire gripper really got a hold of those tires. Really got a hold of those tires. Thoroughly snuggling up to the tires. It's also got the guy's head. The driver of the police vehicle's head is now entwined. Now right over here, look at this. Got the back axle wheels. Perfect. What a takedown. What a perfect takedown right there. That is a dual takedown. One from the front, one from the back. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that our suspect vehicle is out of commission. There he is. Totally safe, except for the fact that his head has been shoved through the front driver's seat somehow. Oh, hey, we hit the van twice, so we get a free cup of coffee. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for this episode of BeamNG.drive, where we learned that the spike strip is probably still the king of stopping vehicles. Especially vehicles that are grossly out of control. Like these ones coming up right here. Oh, mother of God. I really wanted to know, in the end, what would happen to a whole slew of annihilators. So I decided to throw a bunch of them up in here. Let's just see what happens. We've got at least 3 of them. 2 of them are gonna hit this thing right away. Oh, there goes the front end. Don't know what happened, but it ended up shooting off into the atmosphere. Now, right over here, usually, is where the speed of the vehicles gets to be too much. And they begin to like go flying off the roadway and whatnot. Did that catch it up here on the roadway? It may have. Right up the backside. There's our pace car getting flambéed, hitting the old wall. Just barely missing the pole. And other than that, I think everyone made out just fine. I mean, there's one more destroy over here, but I'm not expecting anything too spectacular from it. No. Just hit my poor pace car again. Hey, folks, until next time. Stay foxy and much love.